Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, you will learn how to automate UI testing for your front-end web application. In this video, I will help you to set up a testing framework so that you can write functional or end-to-end UI test. Before diving into this video, I will explain what is the UI testing. So the UI testing is a way to mimic the user interface testing with the help of a script. For example, I have an application where I want to write a UI test to validate if the user is able to view the home page, and then the user is able to input the data in input field A and B, and then click on the button add numbers. And after clicking on the button, user should be able to see the sum of two numbers that is displayed just below the button. And after validating the sum, user should be able to click on the link that is at the bottom of the page. Once you click on that link, user should be navigated to the next screen. Now I will set up the testing framework using the npm module crawler. The npm package crawler is based on Node.js library Puppeteer, and the Puppeteer has been developed by Google. If you want to read more about the crawler and Puppeteer, the link has been given in the description of this video. Now I will create a folder app automation. Open this folder in terminal and create a npm project. Run npm init. Now install npm package crawler. Once npm package crawler is installed, run another command npx gen-fs. It will create the necessary files for the framework. Now if you see in the folder app automation, there are some files and folders has been created. The stamps folder contains files and folders to organize your code. I will explain about these files and folders later on in this video. The test folder contains files to write test cases. Crawler.config.js. This file is specific to the crawler npm module. You need to specify your application specific configuration in this file. For example, my application is running on localhost 3000. So I can add the application URL here for now. So I can rename Google to local and add my application URL here. Now in the breakpoint section, you can define the breakpoint of your application. For now, I will just keep the desktop version. In this setup function, you can set some environment variables. For example, process.env.host equals permutations.base URL. As the files and folders in this framework has been created, now I will set up Jest. We will use Jest to run the UI test. After installing Jest npm package, I need to create a Jest configuration file. So new file jest.config.json. Now time to modify the package.json. Open package.json. Here I have added the command jest and provided the path to the jest configuration to run the UI test. If I open the jest.config.json, I see one file assertion.js, so I need to create this file. Copy this code and paste in assertion.js. This code is important to check if the page contains a particular element or not. The testing framework setup has been completed at this point. Now you can write UI test for your application. I have added few test cases in this project. You can take clone of this repository. The link has been given in the description of this video. Before writing the UI test, don't forget to add data attribute selectors in your HTML code. For example, I have added some data attributes in my HTML code. Data AUID homepage on S2. Data AUID input A. In the same way, I have added other data attributes. You will need these data attributes as DOM selectors to query DOM in your test cases. This test file homepage contains the code to validate the homepage. So in the test block, the first line validates if the page contains a particular element or not. And the element is app.homepage.pageEL, and the value of this property exists in the stamps folder and the home.js. Here PageEL is basically data attribute homepage. The second line in this block is basically a method app.homepage.fillForm and sum, and this method has been written in the home.js. In this method, I have written code to type into the input fields and then click on sum button. On the following lines, I am querying DOM to get the value rendered after clicking the submit button. I am getting the text content in the element with data attribute data AUID. Now after adding the test cases, you can run your test case on local. To run, you need to run command npm run test. That brings to the end of this video. Thanks for watching.